announcement. The final stream of the year. Come now, or you will regret it forever. Tap the :free link to stream at everyone. You will be pinging 40 people. I don't care. What did I write? Yesterday we lost heads. It's just Enya and Ami talking with each other. Big. Go on. Streaming screen. Is anybody here? B and agent. Agent. Wow. Discord pings. I don't care. Go here. Need to go here. Hello, it's me, the punctual hat. Very, very punctual, very, very hat. You wouldn't believe it how punctual this hat is. Hello, Enui. Everybody, don't listen for a second. Yeah, very, very punctual. I was out, I met a friend that I haven't seen in 5 years today, and I accidentally scheduled the stream for today, even though normally I stream on Saturdays. But I made a mistake, so I'm eating up my mistake, and that means I'm going to stream right now. What's up with the ... Who do we need to clear next? It was... Nekomata Okayu. That's our clear of the day. Let's get into it while we continue talking. Okayu. Clear those down? Oh, I guess. Damn, showing Booba. Is the game too loud? It seems... The game... Is the sound okay, everybody? Please tell me. Onigai. But yeah, ooh, very, very early anvil. But yeah, it's been 5 years since I last met that guy. We are still like in regular contact on Discord and whatnot. And I just gave him the souvenirs I bought in Japan last year. So it's been a year. I just gave them now. Perfect audio. Thank you. You know, anyway, if you... I would love to tell you if your audio is good. Maybe you need to send me some voice recordings one day so that I can tell you if your audio is good as well. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure if this will be the last stream of the year or if I will do something. Wee-woo! It's Taco! It's been so long since I saw Taco. Haven't seen him in like maybe a month already. Sometimes in chat, like in stream chat. But I don't remember seeing Taco anytime in Discord. Never there on the Discord. Shooting your shot, I see. Maybe one day. Yang. Researcher's code. Let me just eat. Researcher's code. I mean, in the end, everything I say to you anyway, is mainly played up for a bit. I am not per-social in the slightest with any of the gaslighters. I don't know any of you. Let me get sensitive voice again. There's so many enemies. Why are there so many enemies? It was me. Oh my god. Let me get more onigiri. We need the damage output. How's you guys going? You guys, what did you do over the last week? I know Enya was writing some stuff. I know Potato was doing like exams. Parasocialism. Bounce ball. Some people have been up with lag, but are you guys prepared for Christmas? Christmas is coming. Christmas is right around the corner. To be honest, while I do enjoy Christmas and stuff, I have to say, I don't really care about it either. I don't need that. In the end, it's like a fun thing, but I always feel like it's way more stress than it's worth it. Let me get rainbow onigiri. Feast. But yeah, we're also going to read the new chapter that Enya dropped. I think there's one for us to read. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I don't know who it is about, but it's gonna be good. Let me eliminate the Nurse's Horn. Let's take the Psycho X. Yesterday, for everybody here in chat that isn't also on Discord chat, I got killed yesterday. What I mean by that, around midnight, suddenly my Discord account got disabled. I had no idea why that was happening. I was actually just going to sleep, but then I saw Discord account disabled, and suddenly I decided to stay awake for about, you know, like 30 minutes longer because I wanted to know what the fuck was going on. And the only thing I could find out was that it was happening to many German people. I wasn't the only one who got disabled. Like hundreds, maybe even thousands of German people got their Discord accounts disabled. So I was very satisfied when today I got a mail allowing me to reset my password so that I can re-enable my account. But I would also kind of like some sort of apology from Discord for suddenly trying to purge the country of Germany. Well, you did DM me that time and geeked out of anime girls. Wo ist Taku? Wo ist Taku? Taku. How long has it been? There's Enya, there's Ryu, there's Taco. Oh yeah, I sent you the Suraya pictures. Discord, small indie company. Limiter. Also, ooh, speaking of fanfics, I'm beginning to feel that burnout, you know? You got enough of those little gaslighter idiots? You hate the gaslighters now? Is that what you mean? Burnout? Meaning that you don't want to be a gaslighter anymore? Being burned out because we're fire, and if you burn out, you're not a gaslighter anymore? Nah. Anyway, you have been pumping out these quality chapters, I must say, in pretty fast time. So, it's normal to feel somewhat exhausted. So you should probably take it a bit slower or per break or whatever. But continuing at this pace might be a bit too much. But yeah, from talking with everybody, I got another fanfiction idea. I'm not going to say yet what it is. Like, I have my main one, which is the isekai about this, about the entourage. But I got another idea, which is quite funny, and which is it's actually not funny. It's kind of like action heavy, but it in the end it's all built up on a joke. I think I'm going to take a short break for just a few weeks. Chapter 5 will be there soon after Christmas or after New Year's. That's the Enya we love. Take care. Don't spread yourself too thin. Only spread yourself... I'm not going to finish that sentence. I'm hyped for Encore Isekai. I want to get to that so bad. That's a 2025 project for sure, considering that what we are doing at the moment. I also still need to post the chapter, the stories in the locker chapter. I can show you the stories in the locker chapter live on stream today. Let me eliminate YouTube or take the bandage, whatever. I can show the stories in the locker live on stream today before posting it on my YouTube channel and Twitter and whatnot, so that people in stream can see it a bit earlier. That could be something we could do. Because today's week. Let me. Do I still have it open? I still have it open, right? Yeah. Let me read you the thing that I wrote. This is the description that I'm going to put in the video here. What an exciting day. It looks like the Gaslighters invited a friend over to their locker. What sort of things will they get up to together? That's my small tease first before I can before I will show you the actual chapter after this run. I'm actually taking a break from art in the new year. In the new year I'm going to start taking classes so I can get better. I mean, it sounds nice. Taking a break is always good to refresh and gain more energy, and then taking classes will for sure improve the speed which you are learning at. I really want freaking Bucket. I want Bucket and Tears, please. I don't really have any plans like that for the next year. Like, Taco, you are the one and only person who technically knows what I am hoping for in the coming year. But that is not up to me. And I'm every day that is continuing, I'm getting more scared. There could have been a bucket there. Taco, the person with the secret information. I really like the Gaslighter community. I think I say this like every week, but you guys are such a special bunch. It's just fun chatting with you, I must say. So I was actually when the situation happened where my account got disabled, I was actually quite worried that I would need to make a new account and I would not know if I could. I mean, I could still name my account Enya's Head, but the problem with my Pyro account being lost would just be that I don't have access to my own server anymore. I am losing so many informations and things that I saved, talk with other people about. So that would have, losing my account would have actually devastated me. In the end, I would have still continued to make my clips, still would have continued to probably text with you, but with a new account. But it would have for sure decreased my motivation to do anything a lot. The Taco privilege. Taco was my go-to to ask those questions. He was just the guy for it. It's a wake-up call to save things in physical form. No, I mean, it's not really that. It's more like I can't save my Discord server in physical form. Lol. Also, I can't save all the text messages I have with everybody in physical form. I can't. All these things are just digital, but that basically shows like when Discord eventually dies, all these things will be lost. So I don't know what to do with them. Skill issue. Well, fuck you. Next time I disappear, I won't come back. No, I will. I will. I'm a part of the idol community. Forever and ever and ever. Fuck it. That's why I'm a fan of digital preservation. Huh? You are a fan? Nah, you will. But... oh, my stomach is tummy grummily. I could open the bag of chips in front of me. By the way, I know you were also Aussie? You were also part of the Aussie gang? I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I'm mixing things up here. I know Correct is. I know that Ankh is. Wait, you were not Aussie. You were from some other Malaysia? No, I don't know. Sorry. Put me down on your list. Screenshot everything and back it up on a server. I have no idea. I mean, that's so much work. Everything that I need to do in like that is like I'm using Discord also like as a to-do list with everything. So I need to get everything done, and maybe after I'm done with the things that I wrote down, I need to switch over to writing it down in like Google Docs or something. I don't know. Book. Let me just enchant you. Technically, the enchantment is completely useless because we're powerful enough to win anyways. So, you guys watched the Poco trivia yesterday, right? Must have been good, right? Watching it live would have been pretty cool to watch it live. Technically, I could have done it as well, but instead of watching that stream, I watched Cersei rating women so that I could make progress in my backlog. Because at this pace, I will most likely finish my backlog before going to Japan. But it's going to be a very, very Bruchlandung, a very, very abrupt finish. I really need to rush to the ending. Wait, they can't collab? Fuck. Okay, I need to rethink my build. For some reason, I thought they could collab. It was 4 AM. Damn. You really suck. Ill issue. Couldn't be me. I need cooking and I need something for the tiers. Ooh, I'm really debating opening something up to eat. But if I eat one thing now, it's probably going to take me over completely. It felt a bit rigged. Oh, that's gonna be interesting to see for me. Some sort of rigging going on, some sort of rickying going on. Party glass is a bit late. Let me just take Hope Soda again. I need something. Also, Tonya wasn't there, so no encore, no go. Aww. No Tonya. Man, I love Tonya. She's such a cutie pie. I don't want any of those. Look at this super collab. Endless BL. True infinite BL work. I need my weekly Encore collab. But to me, it's kind of crazy thinking that I'm almost caught up with all of the streams that I had in my backlog. Because I have never been caught up in so long. I don't even remember the real reason why I was behind. But I was so far behind. I was like multiple months behind, and now I'm not even a month behind anymore. It's been officially 1 month since the last Enya solo stream. Yeah. We miss her. Hello, Wef! Welcome to the stream. I hope you had a nice day, and it's only getting nicer from here on out. We are finishing the first run, and after finishing the first run, we're going to take a look at the Gaslighter comic of the week, and then we're also going to read the Ennui chapter fanfiction of the week, or at least of this week, and then we're going to turn back the time to another run. Can take the bouncy ball, I guess. Let me eliminate membership, take bouncy. Over the week, I had something in mind. I was like, I could talk about that on stream with the Gaslighters, but I already forgot what I wanted to talk about with you guys. I really need to write these things down. I need to make like a list of things I can talk about. Let's go! Comic and fanfic! It's correct. Or is it incorrect? Or is it potato? Ex-potato? Spider cooking? I like your ultimate can suck in all of the XP. Oh no, I need to eat something. What do I have here in my little box? My little box of sorrows. Let me just eat this. What do we have here? What do we have here? Where's my little smart book? Where is it? Let me just take super chat out time. Where's my information booklet? Did I lose it? Where's my information booklet? There it is. Super chat of time. We need to level up. Tears is already maxed, so let's max out bouncy ball. My little smart booklet. What do we have here in front of me? It's something nice to eat. Bounce ball. Sell. Sell. There it is. Stick milk cake. This on the go treat is the perfect companion for a winter hike. Through the winter hike through fresh snow, bite into the creamy sweetness of Hokkaido condensed milk encased in a soft, moist cake. Pair with a thermos of hot tea, and you have yourself the perfect winter snack. Just some bread. If I get a milk filling or something. For any of you wondering, that thing is basically I have a Boxu subscription. So that thing is basically something from my Boxu box of the month. And and I have been getting it for over a year or something. Collab those two. Hi, I'm back from Piss Baby break. Are we getting head SMR? Were you the Piss Baby? Head ASMR will never happen. Unless Pillow teaches me, I will not do ASMR. Also, YouTube hates ASMR, so I don't want to, in any way or shape, potentially destroy my little head channel. I mean, you get keyboard ASMR. I think you get that every week, keyboard. Besides that, my voice is way too grating for ASMR. Like, don't you think I just sound like a fish? Bloop, 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 bloop. I sound like a little fish. Such a fish head. Yeah, I got my hair cut today. Can you see it? The ahoge is styled. I got my hair cut. Feels very refreshing to have the ahoge cut a bit smaller. But it was time. It was time to cut the ahoge smaller. Enya hasn't been taking care of me for some time. Bonnie is reading YouTube TOS as ASMR today. He's doing that as a... she's doing that as a... haunting, trolling kind of way, Taco, right? Because she got bonked recently for some ASMR, I think? Or somebody got bonked from Globy, I think. Counterpoint, your voice puts me to sleep several times a day. I mean, I know you're saying that in a good way, but that can also be, you know, when you go to school and the teacher puts you to sleep and it's not because their voice is literally something soothing or nice to listen to. We're going to take the bomb. Bonnie's so cool. Man, I love VTubers. They all got such special charms. I remember the days where everything was starting, where EN was just starting to boom because of HoloLive. I remember those days. Those precious, precious days. Because in fact, I think I started streaming before Lisa and Tonya. I don't know if they started streaming before they were VTubers, or if they already streamed something before that. That's why I specified your voice. Same for PL. I don't know if Pankalopi started or streamed already before that, because I think I need to check the Twitter account again. I'm not really sure if I am older, if Pyro is older than Pankalopi and whatnot. But technically I have been streaming for over 5 years now. A bit over 3 years for Pyro, I think. A bit over... So that means like 2 years with my IRL buddy and about 3 years with Pyro. Pankalopi is older than you. Is she? When did she start streaming? Because I know her Twitter account for some reason is older than her first stream. I'm somehow condensating right now. concentrating right now. What would it even mean if a person was condensating? Doesn't make any sense. Get your shit together, Hats. The gaslighters are going to think you're stupid. That can't happen. Look at all those frames. Hagalopi. I think we might be in danger. Uh-oh. Let me eat those clocks. Okay, we're alive. And we're safe. Nothing is going to disturb us from here on out. Enya is the heat of... So, by the way, we talked about this side notes. The syllables in Punkalopi is satisfying. Punkalopi. I don't remember the exact date, but I did find out she's actually fairly old in terms of VTubing. She like Naxtaku old. Oh my god, she literally... I can't watch that guy. I remember a time where I watched him, but I can't watch him anymore. Oh, we already won. We already won. Millionaire, baby. Let me buy with upgrades today. If I eliminate, or we go for stats. Let's go for pickup range. Let's go for health, and let's go for speed. Let's go for speed. Let's go one gacha in the gamer section, because our next round is going to be Inugami Korone, which we didn't get, but we get an Okayu outfit. Okay, everybody. Before we start into the Korone run, however, I'm going to pull up the Gaslighter chapter for Koma. Where is it? Not this. That can be closed. For Koma. Chapter 10. I'm going to do them panel by panel. Leave me alone, please! Okay, everybody. Here is panel 1. Thanks for inviting me to your crib. This place is pretty awesome. Looks around. Panel 2. Oh? What's this? Panel 3. Why do you guys have a calendar for 2114? Don't worry about that. More importantly, let's go meet the other gaslighters. Pull it up. I like the little hand that an Otaku lighter has here. Let me show you the full thing. Here's the full one. Now I need to just adjust it to screen. Does everybody get it? Does anybody need some help in understanding what is going on in this comic today? Or does every gaslighter understand what is going on in this comic? Does everybody understand? Is any gaslighter missing some lore? Anybody missing the lore? Okay, let me also... Believed. It's the name that we're going to read today. So everybody understand this comic? So the Fandit is visiting. Yes, unfortunately, the sad one. Oh my god, we have a calendar. We have 2 calendars. One for December, as it is right now, and one for May 2114. And why is the 11th of May circles? What is going on here? I think some people should understand. Some people should understand. I mean, yes, anyway, you already got it, basically. I think it wasn't winking before. Yeah, also, was the white shirt that relevant before? I thought it was just me, and I think the background color was different too. No, background was always white. I think the difference are the wing, and I think the like blackish coat being draped lower down. I tried looking through media sent in this channel for secret screenshots, but couldn't find any in the last few days and gave up. Anyway, get here and tell us the truth. We demand an explanation. Oh, I was in a head stream. What the fuck are you guys theorizing here, Lamau? Don't gaslight us. We know it changed. What do you mean? You know exactly what we mean. Looks the same to me. You might be tripping, Army. Correct. Why no Eeb yet? You people are the worst. Why did the other two people who saw it as well abandon me? Don't make me Eep. Tato, why no Eep yet? My question is, why are we trusting the bandits? Trusting in what way? Inviting the bandit into the locker? You guys, it's very true that I listen to Head to sleep. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why shouldn't we trust the bandit? The bandit can be trusted. Can the bandit trust us? I don't know. Alright, I need to... I remember when I post this on Twitter, I need to remember putting in... I need to remember putting in the bandit art as well. I need to remember what the bandit art tag is. What is the bandit art tag? Let me look it up. Poco Ragoon. Because she's a gooner. Huh? Oh yeah, it should be Drawcoon. I remember seeing it quite often on Joshi. Yeah, it's Drawcoon. Drawcoon. Panel. For coma. Enya for coma. Chapter 10. There it is. Let me copy the thing from here. And let me copy this all. Go to Blue Sky. Do the exact same thing. Delete Ryo's name. Type in @Ryoshi. @Ryoshi. Then put in the comic here. And then those two can be posted later today. Bandits are such an amazing bunch of talented artists. Bandits are insane. I love them. Okay, let me read this thing. It was written by a very talented artist, up and coming, only 23 views. Good morning, Ennui. The old church bell rang. Its vibration felt across the parishioners. Oh. Parishioners. Okay. Enya, or rather her past self, stood before a young knight. His gestures indicated he had been waiting for this occasion. Slowly she placed her hand on his heart, and a marking form suturing itself into his skin. The knight himself felt his own heartbeat lowering to the point of being non-existent. There, Enya chirped. How does it feel, Loki? Cute. The knight smiled, but not for long. His body contorted, and his shining armor was replaced by more casual modern garb. His face mangled itself to become Ami's. Ami took Enya's hand and placed it in the same spot where Enya once branded Loki. There's a heartbeat there. The brand can be weakened. They just have to love her. They just have to love her true self. Some of the Left side. Right side. Aomokidashi de. Bam bam bam. Thunder, unwelcoming, snapped Enya awake to a room familiar to her. The walls, the couch, the bed, the floor. Everything resembled the old firefighter's den she was forced to live in decades ago. Oh, we're in the future, okay. This one was definitely a replica though. She grabbed the bed sheets and felt their texture. It's different. She had burned the place down after gathering enough power to break free from the firefighter's barrier, reducing it to a crisp nothingness. But here she was now. Someone had recreated that room to feel genuine enough. It must have been one of the gaslighters. I had thought that you might find it comforting being in a familiar setting. A familiar voice was heard from beside her. Sitting on a chair was a figure she knew all too well. I should have known it was you, correct? Enya blinked to adjust her vision. The cat girl in front of her was swinging her legs. Am I wrong? Correct tilted her head, smiling warmly. I'm doing this to help you, you know. You made me wake up in a room resembling my prison, Enya chided. Familiarity is not always equal to comfort. What have you done to Ami? Tell me where he is. Me! I can always tear these down. It's just a bunch of objects and wallpapers. The only thing that matters here is you. Correct fixed her hair, her ears twitching a little. I swore on my life I will protect you before. She clearly ignored her question about Ami. Damn, Correct the yandere. From the door entered two other figures, a red-headed man and a smaller figure with rose-blonde hair. There it was again, the sound of thunder. How is she doing? The man asked. She doesn't seem to struggle unlike our expectations. You mean your expectations? She's a good girl, Hat. Correct turned. Oh, this is confusing. She's a good girl, Hat. Correct turned to face Pyro, her tail perking up. She knows that we're trying to keep her safe, to keep her alive. There's no point in struggling in that case, right? Don't call me Hat, Pyro snarled. I've been humanized. Don't call me that. It's not me. Damn, Enya is not wearing a hat? That's why she got boyfriends nowadays. Like, she's way too lewd now without me not on her head. Let me drink my tea while I'm reading. I already gave you everything you need to know about how to escape my brand. Some of us don't want to escape, Pyro huffed. He hung his head low. Some of us want to be like this forever. You wanted it at first too. Why change now? I've seen it hurt a lot of people, Pyro. I hurt you. Enya got up and approached Pyro. You gave me purpose. Pyro stepped back. His eyes darted around, landing on Enya's gaze. Then after you're free, you took that purpose away. Lemao her Ahoge attracting boyfriends. Oh my god! You gave all of us purpose, Enya. However much you want to deny it. Correct took Enya's hand and squeezed it gently. We'll make you stay here forever, even if you don't want to. Pyro stared intently at Enya. There was a low grumbling from outside, the pitter-patter of rain and the hurried sounds of shoes, though unheard from inside due to the padding. Correct installed in his room. I can't. I've done too much harm to this world. If this plan of removing my brand didn't go through, then there'll be more misery. Oh, the misery. Wrong tag, wrong tag, wrong tag, bad tag, bad tag. You guys are living proof. Enya begged Correct, but she didn't slip out of her hold. But we are living, aren't we? Correct hummed patiently, purring at Enya. You are living. That's all that matters. The smaller figure besides Pyro looked at the three silently, watching them with intent eyes. A small but sinister smile was soon seen creeping from their lips. They looked out the window to see rain finally setting in completely. As the storm poured, Ami staggered into the locker with a painful expression. He barged in and demanded medication, also shouting to Enui that someone had taken Enya from his place. Swiftly, Enui raced to find Parzival in the district hospital. Parzival quickly came in and sprayed the establishment with glamour. glamour coating it. He then flushed Army's humors to find that he had been pumped full of laudanum. He flushed Army's humors? Humors? It's not humor as in like funny. Is it? No, it is humor. What is it? A small hole had been packed into his neck. What do you think, Pars? Enui seemed shaken. This could be anyone. The marking suggests maybe an avian root? It has been a while since we've been in contact with Loki and his ensemble, except for Flawed, of course. Parzival patched Army's neck. Who else has this motive? This mark is... Enui halted as Taco came out of the room. Maybe don't get too quick to blame them. Taco rolled up his sleeves. We have our own operations. They have theirs. Plus, this is a breach of their codes. You expect them to honor their words? They seceded from us only because they wanted to stay branded. I also don't know that word. I could have gotten that from context clues, but I wanted to know the actual definition. Parzival coded at Taco to help him prepare for reinserting Army's humors. Besides, if it's not them, who else knows about our plan of ripping out Enya's brand? You think that low of them, Pars? Taco grabbed a syringe and a flask of blood and liquid amber. They want to keep their brand. Don't forget that. Parzival prepared Army's vein as Taco gave him the mix. And they will rest that want eventually, when there's proof that their brand can be erased. Why do you think they sent Flawed here? Taco finished the process by sealing the flask and then propping Army against the couch. He's willing to be the first test subject. Wouldn't it be better if we go to the most obvious clue first? Enui spoke softly. We're kind of tight here. The people who did this to Army also took Enya. If it is Loki's gang, then... Parzival and Taco exchanged a look. Enui sat down next to Army and observed him. I'll go pay Loki a visit, Taco declared. When Army wakes up, question him. It didn't take long for Army to finally stir awake. After the procedure Parzival did, he placed his hand on his neck by instinct and felt the bandage. He blinked and saw Enui above him, which made him jerk himself awake. Damn, Enui topping Army, huh? How could they? Army muttered his breathy shit. I'm reading this how I read it first, okay? It says shaky, but I read this differently. How could they? Army muttered, his breath stinky, right after we found something to bond with. Was my lab that hard? Enui pouted. Shut up! This isn't the time for jokes, Army flared angrily. We're connecting. We had something. We even planned a trip to climb some stupid mountain. Calm down, Parzival reprimanded. Tell us little by little. Army huffed and forced himself to calm down. Enui stood up and prepared drinks for all of them. When the drinks came, Enui's voice was unsteady. I close early today. Make sure to lock the place after you two can talk about this whole thing with privacy. The downpour outside subsided, and slowly sounds of cicadas started to appear. Correct purred as she rested her head on Enya's lap. Enya herself seemed to enjoy Correct's company, even though at the moment she could be considered a captive. You didn't have to stage a kidnapping to stop their plan, Enya chided. Whatever happened to my gaslighters just talking it out? Maybe it ended the first time we realized we can't agree on many things, Correct hummed. I remember how frantic everyone was after we spread our words. All around the world, thousands of us hunted for dark magic, and then you gathered the ones who were left. Enya stopped her petting and clenched her fists. She took a sharp, painful breath in. Then, what made you want to stay like this? It doesn't make any sense. You've seen how horrible the brand can be. It's a curse. Correct opened her eyes and gazed onto Enya's face. Her hands mirrored what Enya did to Ami a week ago, when Enya wanted to comfort his troubled heart. Because I love you, Correct whispered. Love is unrelenting, Enya. I believe that for every gaslighter with your brand who has been hunted by jealous humans, we can avenge them threefold. But we need you alive to do that. At least That's what Hat was yapping about. Damn, it's me? I'm the bad one? They'll come after you. Not only Taco's group, but news must have spread. What if Flawed contacted Loki and they hunt you down too? Wasn't Loki here already? I need to scroll back later. They're far more experienced in dealing with my mistakes than anyone else. Oh yeah, because Loki is also like a PL experienced one. Enya's hands trembled in fear. She didn't anticipate Correct would take this extreme measure just to keep her alive. This shouldn't have happened. I've been wondering about them too, Enya. Correct snuggled against Enya in an attempt to calm her. What is it with Flawed? He's part of Loki's band of avians, but he also wants your flame to die out. If you think my actions don't make sense, what about his? He was, well, Loki and he were different. Their souls carry two burdens, mine and my past names. Enya started to sob. They readily agreed to bind themselves to me to protect me. This is what you're doing now. They've seen me at my worst. Please correct. You branded us and then felt bad about it? You're still so silly, Enya. Correct giggled as she stood up and twirled her tail, indicating she was currently joyful. We're happy to give our life to you. I'm happy. I don't know about the others, but why should I care? I've seen what my brand could do. Enya stood up as well, her dire eyes begging for Correct's understanding. If you think unbranded humans' opinions matters, you're wrong. They're at fault for not understanding how beautiful life is with you around. She pointed at Enya before walking away. I'll start on dinner. You behave now. However, before she could open the door, it was already opened. The figure standing across from it made Enya gasp. They took the bait. They took the bait, correct? Ennui grinned. As you've predicted. Damn, Ennui is playing double agent? I hope Loki can forgive me for this, Correct murmured. No worries, Ennui replied curtly. Even if he doesn't, it's no big deal to us. We have our flag, defending it will be fun. I've had enough with the stagnation Taco's plan brought to us. We needed this shake-up. Taco arrived at the front door of... Where are we? Taco arrived at the front door of a mansion, north of the downtown district. Taking off the raincoat, he admired the large building in front of him. He was unfamiliar with this area, given that the only time he ever went here was to pick up flaws. Shaking off his unease, he stepped inside after reciting the secret words. A man with a military coat stepped up in front of Taco. He smiled cordially as he extended a handshake, one which Taco reluctantly took. Good evening, Mr. Taco. The Admiral greeted him. You're here unannounced. Is there something wrong? I need to see Loki and Speer. Speer. Oh, the Admiral is Speer. Taco's urgency was seen all throughout his composed eyes. He's resting, but I can deliver a message. Admiral Speer stared at Taco questioningly. No, I need to see him in person, Taco insisted. Finding no way to halt him anymore, Speer relented. He told Taco to wait as he grabbed Loki from his chambers. Shortly after, Taco and Loki both sat down together at the study, the calming atmosphere betraying their intense gazes. Loki now looked far from the knight he once was. His insistence on not using glamour made him more of a feathered demi-human than a man. It was also one of the few reasons he never went out anymore, telling himself that this is how the brand is supposed to be. Your first move is to come here? Loki sipped his wine, looking at his waterfowl decorations. I don't know if I should be elated that you still think of us, or offended because of what you're implying. I just want you to hear the news directly from me, Taco admitted. His gruff voice cleared his intent that he didn't want a confrontation. Sounds of fowl chattered from the backyard. Loki gazed onto the pond brimming with ducks of all types, from rare ones to common ones, rummaging around without care. Don't you think the humans are more suspect than us? We're only preserving our brand for the sake of our pride in owning them. Can you imagine me ordering my ducklings to kidnap the person I pledged to? Loki derided Taco. With the clever possible developed, our existence is basically snuffed out. No humans know about Enya anymore. Her brand has moved on to be just another old wives' tale, Taco hummed. So you don't think it's the humans? Loki sipped his wines again. Things were simple when there were just few of us, really. I think the perpetrator is one of us. Either yours or mine. Taco glared at Loki as his voice trailed off. Claude looked Claude looked onto the park where he first met Enya from a bridge. Crows gathered around him as soon some of his glamour peeled away. He looked at his own hands as he realized what was happening. His heartbeat started to grow faster. So it is true. The rose-blonde figure who had accompanied Pyro and Correct earlier manifested behind Claude. The brand is tied to the belief and the love towards the person. Claude snapped his crow-eyed gaze onto the figure. Who are you? An emissary, the figure spoke. Her Majesty Mary sent me. Mary is a majesty, but who is that person? I'm moving my legs around excitedly and I'm spilling my tea. I want to know more. Sorry for asking. Claude turned back to view the park again. But you do, the figure giggled. For a laugh is in our hands now, Claude. Claude felt a chill down his spine as he looked back at the now empty space, an inky shadow disappearing in its place, save for a piece of paper and a photograph. He stood there for a while, observing the two items before storming back to his house. The paper contained a coordinate, and the photograph was the remains of Enya's past hosts, hanged alongside two other figures? Sipping tea intently. Damn! You really went for the Lopi. You really went for the Lopi and two other people. No, 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 no! It can't be. You wouldn't go for Lisa and Tonya. Or Rim? Lisa and Tonya is more likely because this is supposed to be a hurting scenario. But you wouldn't. You wouldn't. You wouldn't go for Lisa and Tonya. No way you would do that. That would be diabolical. That would be diabolical. Like, PL is one thing because PL is over. But you wouldn't go for Tonya and Lisa. You wouldn't just take care of them, right? Nah, that's scary. That's scary. Please no. Let me see. You said Loki somewhere up here. Yeah, sure. How does it feel, Loki? Okay, this is like flashback stuff. Okay, if Loki was owning the flashback. Next chapter is zombies. I mean, this is already all over the place, but you're not going to have PL, Tonya, Lisa zombies, or like other idol member zombies. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Man, I like this comic. This is sweet. This is the last comic I have commissioned, by the way, at the moment. I need to commission again. Let's get into the next round. But this chapter took me. Like, what the frick? Like, it's one thing to have PL there and do that with her, but then also like two other figures, and then all the other zombies. I don't know how they will come into play. I don't even know where the story is going. Like, this is now an angst kind of story. I really thought it was like a more lighthearted kind of romance, slice of life kind of thing, but this is getting crazy. Enya is technically a loli baba. That's correct, technically. She's a loli hag. Crazy. A date, Claude x Enya. You are wild for doing that. Can't wait to write my story with Kota, Inun, and Aiton. Those three are going to be fun. And my other story is also going to be fun. I'm probably going to write my other thing before I write the Gaslighter, the Encore Isekai. Probably gonna write the other one first, because the other one is mainly, it's going to be like one big chapter. Meanwhile, Encore Isekai is like an actual story with many arcs, chapters and whatnot. This other story that I am only talking about in vague terms is, it's so stupid to me, because it's mainly built up on just a joke. It's just a joke, and I'm turning this into some serious lore. You should. It's literally just a joke in our Gaslighter community, but it's going to be serious. More boxing, please. Man, I like this fanfiction arc. It's kind of funny that this fanfiction arc only exists because Enya isn't streaming. I don't think we would have gone down the fanfiction route if Enya was there for us at the moment. That is what is happening to this fic. Big idol song. I should be able to lapse glow stick and idle song, I think. Buckets. I want bucket and axe. Plushie. I don't like that. I mean, it's not bad, but I don't want it. Oh, feather first. You guys are so creative. I want to write a cutesy slice of life, but I slipped. No, you slipped and fell. No, Enui, you dropped your story. No. Whatever will we do now? I don't know. I only started because less percent Enya fraggers. I wonder how that work is going on for Mary / Maria. I wonder how that is developing for them. I always say her, but I don't really know. It's just because Mary is like a female name. I like Korone because I like boxing. Korone was also the first contact that many people had with VTubers. Because like clips of Korone and Pecora were going quite big on YouTube even before Myth debuts. I don't know if you saw them back then. Mary's probably doing alright. I don't think Mary was ever alright. I don't even know which Gaslighter ever was alright. Glow stick, because why not? I want more boxing gloves, please. I was in kindergarten. Huh? Oh, you okay? Okay. You were alright in kindergarten. I get it. You are still alright in kindergarten. The good old days, you would say. Yeah, let's take Halu, I guess. The good old days of kindergarten. Taco is definitely not okay right now. Yo, you know who that was the first VTuber content I watched? There was this one Japanese virtual vlogger who used an avatar instead of herself. That's crazy. I probably don't even know that. Like, I don't know such a person. But like, virtual blogger is like wild, or like vlogger. That just shows how far you can expand this thing. And it's also why I always feel like I don't understand the separation between VTuber and camera streamer or something. People are always like, there's such a massive difference. No, it's like the same thing. Like a VTuber is basically a person who's not using a camera, but is using a virtual avatar. So the other person is using a camera. And it's basically this exact same thing. I don't understand why some people are like, I can't watch VTubers, meh. I mean, why do you care that there's like some... Is it just anime hate? Is it just people who hate anime who are trying to press like this side that VTubers are weird and you can watch VTubers streams without being weird yourself or something? I was really into Casey Neistat, and YouTube recommended it to me way before HoloLive technically became technically VTubers, right? Technically VTubers, right? Technically the annoying Orange was a VTuber. VTuber. Come on, give me my last punchy, please. I don't want bouncy ball. Let's take buckets. I was already watching a lot of English-speaking people. I don't know when I had this switch from German creators to English creators, but it happened at some point. And I just never switched back. I still mainly only watch English people. With that distinction, my first VTuber is Onni NG. Gerne. Gerne jetzt. Idol song. Wait, actually, it would have been Tomska. Well, maybe it's the idol say-so aspect of VTubers in a particular way. This niche is a hole inside the bigger animanga hole. I get that, but the say-so aspect is also like with the idol aspect. It's the say-so aspect became 100% cooler for One. The say-so aspect is also something. I really feel like it's stupid. Especially because if you think about it, the say-so aspect was first pushed by Japanese agencies like Nijisanji and HoloLive because it was like they're say-so, they're good idols, right? But then they all stopped. It's not HoloLive anymore, and like in HoloLive it's used as a joke. And in Nijisanji, I don't watch them anymore really. But for some reason, some English people still care about that and actually take it seriously and not like as a joke or something, which is super odd to me. Like English people care more about that than some Japanese people. I didn't want to take Fanbeam. It's always English people taking it too far, almost always that. Especially, there's also like some people were taking, because they were like, idols need to be say-so. That's why HoloLive is not an idol company. They're a entertainment or a comedian agency. Idol has anybody of these people who are saying that? Copy Pasta Guy is one of them with the League of Legends thing, yeah. Has anybody of them ever seen any idols before HoloLive? I was following some K-pop and some J-pop with AKB and whatnot, and you should see some of the clips that AKB, which is like the biggest idol thing in Japan, or it was the biggest at least. I don't know if it's anymore. But those women were crazy. They kept on flirting with each other. They kept on saying dirty innuendos. They kissed each other. They had like also like beach shows and whatnot. It's like It's so crazy that these people cared about something that was never correct to begin with. Idols don't need to be say-so. It was always the case of like, some people like the impure, but when you get to the reality, most of them have these kind of things. Like, most idols are literally power lesbians. Like, hyper lesbian. Lesbian legs indeed. Like, he's way more unsafe, so they are just crazy. And for some reason, people still are like, idols need to be say-so. It was never true from the start. It was never true from the start. But that's my rant about idols. I think that whole stuff is stupid. But I also feel like the classification of that some VTubers are trying to do is stupid. Just be you're yes, you are a VTuber, but first and foremost, you are basically a streamer. Anyway, like, VTuber means virtual YouTuber. So in that sense, like, people like Iron Mouse aren't even VTubers, right? Because they're not primarily on YouTube. They're called VTuber because they were virtual YouTubers. And so that doesn't make any sense anymore. Because they may still be virtual, but not everybody is still on YouTube. I can somewhat swallow is that the idols are their safe havens when they start acting like real people and dislodge something in this psyche. Yeah, I guess there are some people who take them as like escapes from reality, and when they then some people also are like, she's my waifu, and they love them and whatnot, but then they somehow get together with some other idol, and then they're like, no, but she's my waifu, and that's just sad. But I guess some people are like that. I'm not going to down talk them. Like, some people just like doing that. Older era idol groups were say-so. Modern ones are not. So it's legit become a joke. But when you say modern, it's basically been like that since like the 2010s or something. Like 2012, it already was like that. I should eliminate things. By the way, guys, I was thinking about uploading the Gaslighter thing on Webtoon, but I'm not sure if I can do that. Like, I think I heard that Webtoons need to be a certain length, and I don't think that the Gaslighter comics are long enough because they're just for Coma. I'm thinking about where to upload them to potentially garner more interest into them. I could post them on Instagram, I guess, or I know there's a Shonen Jump ad, but this story is like not really shonen. The definition of terms may vary over time. Totally. When I say older era, I'm talking 70s or 80s. Yeah. Like, because this unsay-so stuff has been going on for decades already. Thankfully, Enya's crowd is actually repellent to people like Copy Pasta Guy. Because we play League ourselves, right? Right? Wait, can Mikomet's collab with Limiter? Probably not. It would make sense though. Because Mikomet is like outer space and Limiter is Sana, which is outer space. Look at all of those idiots dying. They got nothing on the god, dog. Oh, fan meme. upgrade this again. Punch. Can upgrade this. But there's still... I guess I just don't have any weirdos so far, but it's probably also because Enya is like not streaming and she's not acquiring any sort of new people for her streams. I always wonder, like, what if some of the PL people return, because she left that behind and there were some people that she really didn't want to see again, so I'm wondering, like, what if some of the really bad people return. And I wanna eat. Tell me a story. A long, long time ago was a princess. Wait, actually, let me look it up. I want to know if that the story exists in English. Is there an English version of that? There's at least an English Wikipedia. La princesa y el guisante. That's not freaking English. I don't know if you know that. They are short kid stories. Can bully those people out of here. We can. Oh, wait, this is... I mean, this is short. I can read that. Let me read it while I'm continuing to play. Once upon a time, there was a prince who wanted to marry a princess. But she had to be a real princess. He traveled all over the world to find one, but nowhere could he get what he wanted. There were princesses out there, all right, but it was difficult to find out whether they were real ones or not. There was always something about them that was not quite right. So he came home again and was very sad. He wanted very much to have a real princess in bed. It just says a real princess, not in bed, okay. One evening, a terrible storm came on. There was thunder and lightning and the rain poured down. Suddenly a knock was heard at the city gate, and the old king went to open it. It was a princess standing out there in front of the gate. But good gracious, what a sight in the rain, and the wind made her look. What a sight the rain and the wind had made her look. The water ran down from my hair and clothes. It ran down into the toes of her shoes and out against at the heels. And yet she said that she was a real princess. Well, well, we'll soon find out, thought the old queen. But she said nothing, went into the bedroom, took all the beddings of the bedstead, and laid a pea on the bottom. Then she took... P-E-A! 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 And laid a pea on the bottom. Then she took 20 mattresses and laid them on the pea, and then 20 feather beds on top of the mattresses. On this, the princess had to lie all the night. In the morning, she was asked how she had slept. On this, the princess had to lie all night. In the morning, she was asked how she had slept. Oh, very badly, said she. I hardly closed my eyes all night. Heaven only knows what was in the bed, but I was lying on something hard, so that I am black and blue all over my body. It's horrible. Now they knew that she was a real princess, because she had felt the pea rig through the 20 mattresses and the 20 feather beds. Nobody but a real princess could have felt it. So the prince took her for his wife, for now he knew that he had a real princess. The pea was put into the museum, where it may still be seen to this day if no one had stolen it or eaten it. Do it in German! German! Do it in German! Yeah, Spiele, it won't last in Enya chat. Dude, Strüttelpeter. The guys are way stronger than Bambi's. Oh, the P story! No, it's P-E-A! P-E-A! I specifically googled a short version. Specifically googled for a short version Spiel. I can look up Struppelpeter. Struppelpeter. Peter English. What can I read? Struppelpeter. Project Gutenberg. Some of it. Sorry, what? The story is basically Prince wanted a waifu, but he wanted to have a real princess. And then his mother tested the princess that arrived if she was a real princess. She tested her by putting a pea just below 20 mattresses. Because she was a real princess, she would feel if there was something small like that disturbing her somewhere. And so she couldn't fall asleep on the pea. I need to show you something after this run. I can read some Struppelpeter. When the children have been good, that it be it understood. Good at mealtimes, good at play, good all night and good all day. They show life the pretty things Merry Christmas always brings. Naughty romping girls and boys tear their clothes and make noise, spoil their pinafores and frocks, and deserve no Christmas box. Such as these shall never look at this pretty picture book. Shock-headed Peter. Just look at him, there he stands, with his nasty hair and hands. See, his nails are never cut, they are grimed as black as soot, and the sloven, I declare, never once has combed his hair. Anything to me is sweeter than to see this shock-headed Peter. I need to show you those pictures, actually. I'm going to read that after this run. No, the mother was controlling and wanted her boy to marry a real princess and tested them in impossible ways. Oh, it was that way. Okay, thanks for clearing it up. It has been some time since I read it. It's been quite some time. I don't know what maybe a song? I don't know. What can I collab potato with? Potato. With bomb. I never did that before. I can do that. Oh, so the princess was a smart girl. I don't know if the princess... I don't entirely remember if the princess saw the pea below and acted. But I feel like, for some reason, the way I remembered it was that the princess really felt it. The princess really felt the pea. Oh, it's that how the story actually went. It's been so long since I read the official one. Spee, I want to show the Gaslighters the Julian Bam version, the Julian Bam song. And that's the main version I still remember. I read the short story. I read the short story. Because I felt your attention span wasn't big enough. Oh Gott, hilf uns. Oh Gott, steht den Gasleitern bei. Spiel, magst du das? Magst du die Julian Bam Sachen nicht? Ich mag seine Videos richtig sehr und die meisten Lieder davon sind actually Bangers. Märchen in Asozial, like, die Märchen in Asozial-Lieder sind nicht meine Favorites, weil sie halt mehr diesen asozialen Slang haben. Aber overall finde ich seine Sachen halt richtig cool eigentlich. No matter, I don't wanna think, I just wanna listen to my dear funny head. Aww. Called me funny. Ennui called me funny. I did not want to upgrade that, it was a mistake. I wanted to upgrade the bomb. Please talk in German more. Ui! She's Ennui literally ooing at me. I haven't watched German stuff in over 2 years. Crazy. I'm following the Julian Bams. Oh my god, we could do that with gaslighters. I'm going to watch all the Julian Bam stuff together with the gaslighters. I hope he doesn't copyright strike me. Look at those guys not having a chance against me. Not a chance in the world. Look at my attack. Sheesh. I still want that bomb collab. That's why I'm trying to level up so fast. I think Julian Bam is one of the only people I watch. I don't know if you remember Suisho Maru. He was part of Team Gronk. I met and talked with him in Gamescom this year as well. I do that almost every year and just talk with him, say like he was my childhood. I grew up with his Pokemon videos and whatnot, and it's just cool to see him like that. And now he recently started. I mean, I think he's streaming regularly, but he is like starting to upload some stuff again. I just remember it very dearly watching his stuff, but it's like ages ago. Do you chat about politics in German for Ennui? You just chat about politics in German for Ennui? I don't know enough about politics to talk about them. Deutsch reden ist so ew. Bin kein großer Fan von der deutschen Sprache. Da ist die Bombe. Und da ist die Collab. I'm die. Thank you forever. Throw a bomb that attaches to a target. When the target is defeated, the bomb explodes. Damn, but the explosion is big. Big explosion. I can tell you. Me neither. Give me the lore. Let's just take some more Halu. One minute delay? No way. It's a Spanish and English speaker. German sounds like I should know it. You know what's also funny? When you listen to me, you realize German doesn't sound all that aggressive like everybody says, right? Yes. Yeah, let me mute HoloLive for a second. Hast du eine D-Day PowerPoint von der FDP gehört? Nee? Nee? It's that update. Wait, who? The song. Nicht mehr auf seinem richtigen Kanal? Egal. Julian. Märchen. Asozial. Was sind 1? Nein, was sind 2? Nein, was sind 3? Muss ja ein 3 gewesen sein. Aus 3 gibt es nicht mehr. Märchen Asozial 3. That's just drunken rambling. There's 3. Is that the one that I was looking for? No, that's the last ones. Does number 3 not exist anymore? It does. Is that the one? Yeah, that's the one. Okay, let's just watch this video. So, for some information for you guys. For such information for you guys. This is one of the biggest German YouTubers. He's known for his high quality content and like almost movie-like videos. He has like an entire cinematic universe for his story and whatnot. And this is basically his version of Grimm's fairy tales, if you know what those are. Like, just, it's like very classic German fairy tales. But what if they were written by, like, let's say, like, how do I say this? Like people who are kind of like wanna be badass people, like just like yo, what like these fuck. It's like kind of written like fuck like.
Es war einmal ein alter grauer Esel namens Esel. Dieser taugte seinem Besitzer schon lange nicht mehr zur Arbeit, so dass ihn gern
He turned a bit more
wollte.
quiet. A long time ago, there was an old donkey called Donkey, and the butcher wanted to kill the donkey, but the donkey said no. Yeah, I call you, baby. I will show them I'm good for some things. Will become the best gangster rapper. Basically, this one is called Bremer Stadtmusikanten, and the donkey is now recruiting people to become the best gangster rapper in this version. I don't entirely remember why he was recruiting people or how he met the dog and the other animals in the actual story, but they are there's like a very signature thing of them. How do you unlearn German in under 1 minute? It's always like the donkey is not good for anymore, the dog is too old, the cat is too old, but they are like, we're still good for something, where we can still do things. spät. This is peak. This is peak content.
Und so machten sich die vier auf den Weg. Unterwegs entdeckten sie eine Bleibe und da sie der Hunger plagte, entschlossen sie sich förmlich nach Futter zu fragen.
They made themselves on their way, but because they got hungry on the path, they found a place to stay. So they wanted to ask to get some food from the nice people living here. And this is the signature move of the animals standing on top of each other. In the fairy tale, they then scared the humans away with that kind of thing, because they thought this thing was some sort of mythological creature. It had 4 heads. They showed themselves in the dark, in the night, in the actual story. So the people were thinking like it was one creature combining a donkey, a cat, a dog, and a chicken. But in reality, like, they're obviously 4 animals working together. Just some stupid shit.
Ja, genau. 4 tollwütige Tiere. Ja. Können eingeschläfert werden.
4 animals with rabies. Yeah, they can be not neutered. Put to sleep. They can be put down.
Es war einmal ein junger
And this one here is the story that I read to you. The one with the P.
Prinz, der nicht länger seine rechte Hand überstrapazieren wollte. Da er allerdings die unkomplizierten Frauen seines Königreichs uninteressant fand und viel lieber eine Drama Queen zur Frau.
In this version, he's swiping away on the princesses. They're all not his type. And he wants a real drama queen. He wants a real princess, a real drama queen. He's a prince with some standards.
Haben wollte, blieb er sehr lange allein.
Ja, warum bin ich allein? Keine Frau für mein Leid. Ich wein, ich cry. Oh nein. Ja, ich brauche eine Frau für mein Leid. Ich bin so allein. Cry.
Unser armer Sohn Udo, der 361.
I'm so alone. I want a girl.
Wird die Richtige an der Tür klopfen.
Ja, bitte.
Kann ich rein, ey? Mir ist kalt, ich bin total durchnässt. Ich muss mal aufs Klo, ich hab Durst. Von meinem Handy muss ich auch mal haben. Ey, mir geht's voll vorbei. Was Frau meines Lebens.
It's the woman of my life. Woman of my dreams.
Stopp, mein Schatz. Ich muss erst mal schauen, ob es eine wahre Drama Queen ist.
Und so richtete die Königin der Dahergelaufenen ein Bett für die Nacht ein.
When Debbing was still in. So the mother wanted to test if the princess is a real drama queen or if she was just faking it.
So richtete die Königin der Dahergelaufenen ein Bett für die Nacht ein. Übertrieben viele kuschelweiche Matratzen ließ sie aufeinander stapeln, unter die sie eine Erbse.
One singular P.
Immer nur iPhone-Ladekabel. Ich bin total müde. Ich schlaf gewollt machen soll.
They don't even give me an iPhone cable. And here comes the P.
Macht auf den Matratzen, die mich hindert mal zu schlafen. Jetzt ist die auch noch am Schnarchen, aber nicht mit mir heute Abend. Dein Tiefschlaf wird heute versagen. Erbse Freddy wird dich in dein Träumen jagen. Nach den harten, überragenden, nervenplagenden Taten hast du morgen früh einen derbe Migräne-lastigen Schaden. Durch die Daunenmembranen wett ich die grünen Blau.
The reason why she was green and blue, because the P was really messing her up in the night.
Du Keck, harte Schale, harter Kern. Bin der Bandscheibencheck, wenn ich dich anschrei. Du der bist ein entspannter weit weg. Jetzt noch ein Bodycheck, der die Erholung zerfetzt.
Warum ist es denn so ungemütlich hier? Ich kann gar nicht schlafen, fuck, es ist schon 4.
Why is it so uncomfortable here? I can't even sleep.
Erstmal einer blass, bevor er mir im Rock kopiert.
Es geht ein Beben durchs Bett und es stinkt nach Kacke. Ich hoffe, das war Luft und keine feste Masse. Was hat sie gegessen? Eine sterbende Ratte. Spüre die Rache meiner Morgenlatte.
Warum ist es denn so ungemütlich hier?
By the way, he said, feel the pain of my morning wood. That's what he said. Fühle die Rache meiner Morgenlatte means feel the wrath of my morning wood.
Ich kann gar nicht schlafen, fuck, es ist schon 4.
Can't even sleep, it's already 4 a.m.
perfekt.
She's perfect.
Es war einmal ein kleiner
That's the main one I wanted to show you. Maybe I'll get some notes done for these kind of stories and we can one day watch them together. Maybe unmute HoloLive for some BGM again. Ah. Okay, now for something a bit more where Spee is not going to hate me for showing people like saying this is one of the best German things there are. Let me show you something German. The Strubbelpeter. Let me read that to you. This is such a fever stream again. This is such a fever stream. I already read this for you. When the children have been good, that is, be it understood. Good at mealtime, good at play, good all night and good all day. They shall have pretty things Merry Christmas always brings. Naughty romping girls and boys tear their clothes and make a noise, spoil their pinafores and frocks, and deserve no Christmas box. Such as these shall never look at this pretty picture book. German rap sounds really good. Let's get into Shock-Headed Peter. Just look at him, there he stands, with his nasty hair and hands. See, his nails are never cut, they are grimed as black as soot. And this Sloven, I declare, never once has combed his hair. Anything to me is sweeter than to see Shock-Headed Peter. Cruel Frederick. Here is cruel Frederick, see. A horrid, wicked boy was he. He caught the flies, poor little things, and then tore off their tiny wings. He killed the birds and broke the chairs, and threw the kitten down the stairs. And oh, far worse than all beside, he whipped his Mary till she cried. The trough was full and faithful, the trough was full and faithful Tray came out to drink one sultry day. He wagged his tail and wet his lip, when cruel Fred snatched up a whip, and whipped poor Tray till he was sore, and kicked and whipped him more and more. At this, good Tray grew very red, and growled and bit him till he bled. Then you should only have been by, to see how Fred didn't seem to cry. The bedtime story for traumatizing German children. So Frederick had to go to bed, his leg was sore and red. The doctor came and shook his head, and made a very great to-do, and gave him nasty physic too. But good dog Tray is happy now, he has no time to say bow wow. He seats himself in Frederick's chair, and loves to see the nice things there. The soup he swallows sup by sup, and eats the pies and puddings up. It's not really, like, looking at these things. This one is just saying, like, if you're nice at Christmas, you get good presents. And this is just calling this guy ugly for not taking care of his hair and his nails. And this is like actual Frederick is just an asshole. He like hurts birds, he's hurting flies, he's whipping even ladies. He then was whipping the dog, but the dog fought back. And then the moral of the story is don't be an asshole. The dreadful story of Harriet and the matches. It almost makes me cry to tell what foolish Harriet befell. Mama and nurse went out one day and left her alone at play. Now on the table close at hand, a box of matches chanced to stand. And kind Mama and nurse had told her that if she touched them, they would scold her. But Harriet said, oh, what a pity, for when they burn, it's so pretty. They crackle so, and spit and flame. Mama too often does the same. The pussycats heard this, and they began to hiss, and stretched their claws, and raised their paws. Meow, they said, meow, meow. You'll burn to death if you do so. But Harriet would not take advice. She lit a match, it was so nice. It crackled so, it burned so clear, exactly like the picture here. She jumped for joy and ran about, and was too pleased to put it out. The pussycats saw this and said, oh, naughty, naughty miss, and stretched their claws and raised their paws. 'Tis very, very wrong, you know. Meow, 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 meow. You will be burned if you do so. And see, oh what a dreadful thing, the fire had caught her apron string. Her apron burned her arms, her hair, she burns all over, everywhere. Then how the pussycats did mew, what else poor pussies could they do? They screamed for help, 'twas all in vain. So then they said, we'll scream again. Make haste, meow, meow, she'll burn to death, we told her so. So she was burnt with all her clothes, and arms and hands and eyes and nose, till she had nothing more to lose, except her little scarlet shoes, and nothing else but these was found, among her ashes on the ground. And when the good cats sat besides the smoking ashes, how they cried, meow, mew, meow, mew, what will Mama and Nursey do? Their tears ran down their cheeks so fast, they made a little pond at last. This moral of the story is basically, don't play with fire. And what is the best way to teach children not to play with fire, besides telling them a story of how some child literally burned himself to death? Isn't that sweet? Isn't that a sweet story? Isn't it sweet? Isn't it kind of sweet? This one might be racist. I don't know if that held up in time. The story of the Inky Boys. As he had often done before, the woolly-headed blackamoor once on a nice fine summer day went out to see the shops and walkabouts, and as he found it hot, poor fellow, he took with him his green umbrella. Then an Edward little noisy wag ran out and laughed and waved his flag, and William came in. I can zoom in a bit. And William came in, jacket trim, and brought his wooden hoop with him, and Arthur too snatched up his toys, and joined the other naughty boys. So one and all set up a roar, and laughed and hooted more and more, and kept on singing, only think, oh Blackie, you're as black as ink. I still like message and lies because of that, it's crazy. I think this one might be all-time racist. Same as still? Is this the same? Oh yeah, it's still the same story. Now tall Agrippa lived close by, so tall he almost touched the sky. He had a mighty inkstand too, in which a great goose feather grew. He called out in angry tone, boys, leave the blackamoor alone, for if he tries with all his might, he cannot change from black to white. But they did not mind a bit what great Agrippa said of it, but went on laughing as before and hooting at the blackamoor. Then great Agrippa foamed with rage. Look at him on this very page. He seized Arthur, seized Ned, takes William by his little head, and they may scream and kick and call. Into the ink he dips them all. Into the inkstand, 1, 2, 3, till they are black as black can be. Turn over now and you shall see. See, there they are, and there they run. The blackamoor and joins the fun. They have been made as black as crows, quite black all over, eyes and nose, and legs and arms, and heads and toes, and trousers, pinafores and toys. The silly little inky boys, because they set up such a roar and teased the harmless blackamoor. Yeah, this one is kind of stinky. What's pinafores, by the way? I don't know that word. Oh, it's like, okay. But basically the moral of the story is don't bully people for being different than you. This is the moral of the story. The story of the man that went out shooting. This is the man that shoots the hares. This is the coat he always wears. With game bag, powder horn and gun, he's going to have some fun. He finds it hard without a pair of spectacles to shoot the hare. The hare sits snug in leaves and grass, and laughs to see the green man pass. Now as the sun grew very hot, and he a heavy gun had got, he laid down underneath a tree, and went to sleep, as you may see. The little hare came hop, 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 took gun and spectacles, and then on her hind leg went off again. The green man woke up and sees her place, the spectacles upon her face. And now she's trying all she can to shoot the sleepy green-coat man. He cries and screams and runs away. The hare runs after him all day, and hears him call out everywhere, help, fire, help, the hare, the hare. At last he stumbled at the well, head over ears, and in he fell. The hare stopped short, took aim, and hark! Bang went the gun, she missed her mark. The poor man's wife was drinking up her coffee in her coffee cup, the gunshot cup and saucer though. "Oh dear," cried she, "what shall I do? There lived close by the cottage there, the hare's own child, the little hare, and while she stood upon her toes, the coffee fell and burned her nose. Oh dear," she cried with spoon in hand, "such fun I do not understand." I don't get that one. Is it basically saying do not unto others like you don't want to do unto yourself? Because the rabbit was being hunted by the hunter, and the rabbit turned this whole thing around. But in the end, the rabbit hurt her own child, which was like the consequences of her own action, because she wanted to hunt the human, but in turn she somehow managed to hurt her own child. This one's a classic. One day Mama said, "Conrad dear, I must go out and leave you here." Both our portrait is bad. "But mind now, Conrad, what I say. Don't suck your thumb while I'm away. The great tall tailor always comes to little boys who suck their thumbs. And ere they dream what he's about, he takes his great sharp scissors out and cuts their thumbs clean off, and then you know they never grow again." Mama had scarcely turned her back. The thumb was in, alack, alack. The door flew open and in he ran, the great long red-legged scissor man. "Oh, children, see the tailors come," and called out the little sucker thumb. Snip, snap, snip, the scissors go, and Conrad cried out, "Oh, oh, oh!" Snip, snap, snip, they go so fast that both his thumbs are off at last. Mama comes home, there Conrad stands, and looked quite sad and showed his hands. "Ah," said Mama, "I knew he'd come to a naughty little sucker thumb." We can skip this one. No, we can't. There is no moral to the story. The guy was just sucking his thumb, and then this guy came out of nowhere. Like this, he is together at his home. We would guess he is at his home together with his mother. The mother leaves to do something, and then he sucks his thumb. And suddenly the tailor rushes in and cuts his hand off. It basically is like, don't suck your thumb because it's not good for you at a certain age. It's not like a very demure to suck your thumb once you are a bit older. But this story is whack-a-doodle-doo. Whack-a-doodle-doo, I tell. The story of Augustus, who would not have any soup. Augustus was a chubby lad. Fat ruddy cheeks Augustus had, and everybody saw with joy the plump and hearty healthy boy. He ate and drank as he was told, and never let his soup get cold. But one day, one cold winter's day, he screamed out, "Take the soup away! Oh, take the nasty soup away! I won't have any soup today!" Next day, now look, the picture shows how lank and lean Augustus grows. Yet though he feels so weak and ill, the naughty fellow cries out still, "Not any soup for me, I say! Oh, take the nasty soup away! I won't have any soup today!" The third day comes, oh what a sin, to make himself so pale and thin. Yet when the soup is put on table, he screams as loud as he is able, "Not any soup for me, I say! Oh, take the nasty soup away! I won't have any soup today!" Look at him now, the fourth day come. He scarcely weighs a sugar plum. He's like a little bit of fret. And on the fifth day, oh, he was dead. This one is prime meme material. The brother didn't eat for 5 days and he died. Look at him here, chubby little boy. Skinny little boy. Thin boy. Stick boy. I think the moral of this story was, don't be a picky eater. I think that's what it was. Story of Fidgety Philip. I always do this. I am Philip. Let me see if Philip can be a little gentleman. Let me see if he's able to sit still for once at the table. Thus Papa bade Phil behave, and Mama looked very grave. But fidgety Phil, he won't sit still. He wriggled and giggled, and then I declare, swings backward and forwards and tilts up his chair. Just like any rocking horse. Philip, I am getting cross. See the naughty restless child, growing still more rude and wild, till his chair falls over quite. Philip screams with all his might, catches at the clove, but then that makes matters worse again. Down upon the ground they fall, glasses, plates, knives, forks, and all. How Mama did fret and frown when she saw them tumbling down, and Papa made such a face. Philip is in sad disgrace. Why is the mother dabbing? Where's Philip? Where is he? Fairly cover up, you see. Clove and all are lying on him. He has pulled down all upon him. What a terrible thing, what a terrible to do. Dishes, glasses snapped in two. Here a knife, and there a fork. Philip, this is cruel work. Table also bare, and poor Papa and poor Mama look quite cross and wonder how they shall have their dinner now. Is he dead? I don't know if Philip died. Look at the mother just dabbing. But basically, yeah, sit still on your table, concentrate on the foods, don't play around. Yeah, classic. Everybody has a story like that. The story of Johnny had an air. As he trudged along to school, it was always Johnny's rule to be looking at the sky and the clouds that floated by. But what just before him lay in his way, Johnny never thought about, so that everyone cried out, "Look at little Johnny there! Little Johnny had an air." Running just in Johnny's way came a little dog one day. Johnny's eyes were still astray, up on high in the sky, and he never heard them cry. Johnny minds, the dog is nigh. Bump, dump, down they fell with such a thump. Dog and Johnny in a lump. Once with head as high as ever, Johnny walked beside the river. Johnny watched the swallows trying, which was cleverest at flying. Oh, what fun! Johnny watched the bright round sun going in and coming out. This was all he thought about. So he strode on, only think, to the river's very brink, where the bank was very high and steep, and the water very deep. And the fishes in a row stared to see him coming so. One step more, oh, sad to tell, headlong in poor Johnny fell, and the fishes in dismay wagged their tails and swam away. There lay Johnny on his face, with his nice red writing case. But as they were passing by, two strong men had heard him cry, and with sticks these two strong men hooked poor Johnny out again. Oh, you should have seen him shiver when they pulled him from the river. He was in a sorry plight, dripping wet and such a fright, wet all over, everywhere, clothes and arms and face and hair. Johnny never will forget what it is to be so wet. And the fishes 1, 2, 3 are come back again, you see. Up they came the moment after to enjoy the fun and laughter. Each popped out his little head, and to tease poor Johnny said, "Silly little Johnny, look, you have lost your writing book." The story of Flying Robert. That's the last one, right? Yeah. When the rain comes tumbling down in the country or the town, all good little girls and boys stay at home and don't mind their toys. Robert thought, no, when it pours it is better out of doors. Rain it did, and in a minute Bob was in it. Here you see him, silly fellow, underneath his red umbrella. I need to do something. What a wind, oh, how it whistled through the trees and flowers and thistles. It is called his red umbrella. Now look at him, silly fella. Up he flies to the skies. No one heard his screams and cries, though the clothes to rude wind bore him, and his head flew on before him. Soon they got to such a height, they were nearly out of sight, and the head went up high, that it nearly touched the sky. No one ever yet could tell where they stood or where they fell. Only this one thing is plain: Bob was never seen again. These stories are so wild to me. That's good, that's good, that's good. think my brother just came home. Not entirely sure. I think everybody ran away when we watched Julian Bam and then read those German fables. I think we lost every gaslighter. I think I am all by myself now. Let's get some more sucking power. And then let's get 2 gacha rolls. Our next gacha, as we have now cleared with Korone, is going to be Asuki. So we're going to roll Gen 0. Miko. Asuki. There she is. Ugh. We lost like 50%. It hurts. What's going on here? Okay. Let me start one more run. I don't know if I'm going to be called down pretty soon. When a visitor comes, I'm normally being called down. I didn't know why he's here yet. I thought he would only come in like 2 or 3 days. Geographer. Oh my god! I should have read that, by the way. Am I stronger here? I think I'm that would be, to me personally, because I enjoy it, I feel like it would be a fun thing to have to watch the Julian Bam stories, and I just write myself down some notes that I can talk about so that you understand what they are. I'm back, got lunch. Welcome back. I thought you were Taco. Every 10 seconds, create 2 location markers. If ASCII is near the marker, gain 30% haste, 40% speed, and a 25% chance to dodge things. The target approaches ASCII, there's a 30% to slash them with a lightsaber. Yeah, look at the lightsaber go. The lightsaber is ASCII like a Star Wars fan? I don't know that. Or why does she have like the lightsaber fan stick? I think Idle Song because that's fitting. I wonder what her ultimate is. But ASCII seems to be a moving around kind of character. Diva Song. What's her ultimate? Oh, it pulls everybody in and just murders them. Holy sheesh. Look at all those notes flying around. Oh man, Gaslighters make me proud. Encore! We found Encore! We found Encore and HoloCure! You guys who are here wonder if... Would Enya read the Ennui fanfiction? Would that be weird? Would that be weird? Would that be weird? I should have taken Limiter. Idle Song. Would that be weird, I wonder? I mean, it technically shows like that Ami and Enya are together, and it then also shows that Flawed and Enya were together. Yeah, I think it would be a bit weird, but maybe she could overlook that? I would love it if Enya... I would love it if Enya could take a look at them. And you know what? Maybe Enya falls into the Gaslighter fanfiction rabbit hole and she's just like, oh my god, Gaslighters, when is the next chapter coming out? Gaslighters, Gaslighters, please, 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 I need more to read. Or fanfiction girly. There's an anvil down there. To upgrade the idle stick with that. No, you're just... What am I? Well, what am I? Please elaborate. It's weird, but you gotta remember, she's a self-admitted parasocial streamer. I just think the dating part is the weirdest part of it. She would be like, I was together with Flawed? Ew, 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 ew. You wanted me to read that? Ew, ew, Flawed? That guy? Why would I be together with that guy? And then she's like, huh? I'm together with Ami now? Who's Ami? I mean, she knows Ami to a degree, but she would still be like, who's Ami? I don't even know him. There's no way 90 years already passed. Bonk. Some experience points for us and some money. What do we need? What do we need? I want the feather for more damage instantly. I think the fig is in the future. It does seem to be in the future, but I think in this chapter that we read today, it said it was. Did it say a couple of decades? Did it say 2 decades? It said somewhere along the line of how long it has been since Enya broke away from the firefighter's place. I don't think we are 90 years in the future. I think we are in the future, but I don't think the 90-year clause has been finished yet. So, if that is the case, or if I'm misunderstanding, if the 90-year clause is not finished yet, that means somehow Ami impressed Enya so much that Enya didn't care about the 90-year clause anymore and just wanted to be together with Ami. It's funny to me. For anybody still here 2 hours in, I said there is another fiction that I wanted to write besides the Encore Isekai. And for people who stood through the German rap and through the German weird stories, let me give you a leak about my other story that I want to write, which will come first. That other story is about Ami. But Ami is the antagonist. He's not the main character, he's the antagonist. Ami with the Celeste skill impressed Enya. Oh my. That's all the information I give you about this thing that I want to write. Ami is going to be like, I'm in another fanfiction? Why? I will never touch Celeste. When I watch Taco stream, Ami stream, Enya stream, I'm just like, I cannot do this. I will not touch this with a 10-meter long pole. I will not. I will not. I will not. We need Ami water. There's our first collab of the day. Oh yeah, I have to include him in mine and almost forgot. Yeah, Ami needs to be there. But you need to have the Ami Easter egg. Me suck. Good, Celeste's hard. problem is not even that it's hard. My problem is that it's a platformer, a jump and run platformer kind of thing. That's just not. First of all, that's not even my game, my kind of game. Second of all, it's a hard platformer, which makes it even more or less my game. You will be playing Celeste maybe in the second chapter. Ami bought me the game, so that's why I play. Lol, he bought you the game? That's funny. He really, really wanted somebody to play Celeste as well, I guess. What can Fanbeam collab with? Fanbeam. Plug type, I already did that. Glow stick, I can't. Ears. Ugh, I don't really want that. So we're just doing the plug type, I guess. I guess tears would take, but we need tears for something else. Plug type. We got the teammate. There's our kill. Oh, that's... Take, not take. I think I should have taken that probably, I don't care. My internet holds, I probably stream tomorrow. Taco stream, a taco stream. Tomorrow's Saturday. The thing is always time zones, obviously, for me to watch, but it's also every second that I don't spend on watching stream VODs from VTubers is a stream that my backlog might grow bigger. And I want to decimate my backlog. Until so long as the backlog exists, I cannot do anything else. I'm way under my quota of the day today. I have only finished one stream so far today, and at most I feel like I'm going to finish like 2 more after the stream ends. And over the course of the week so far, I have normally watched like 4 streams a day at least. So tomorrow I need to watch like 6 or even more streams, I think. Oof. There's more and more stream. I don't know if it's because I'm exhausted from watching so many streams back to back to back to back to back. But there are more and more streams where I don't take any clip out. Like at the beginning when I watched streams, I basically took out at least 2 or 3 clips per stream. And now there's some that I don't even take any out of. Crazy. Poco Pets. Poco Pets. I might have gotten a bit more picky with some of my clips, but it might also be that the one streamer, I dare say, from all of Voltail, all of Wildfire, Cecilia, and then there's this other one brat that I clip. That one brat, Enya Ignis. For some reason, in every Enya stream, like, well, in other streams, it went down from like 2 or 3 or 4 clips I find to like 1 or none. But the little brat Enya Ignis, for some reason, in her streams, I always have like at least 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 kind of clips that I want to do. To me, Enya is just really, really funny. Watching Enya is really, really funny to me. In a way that no other VTuber has grabbed me so far. I enjoy watching all of them, but Enya is just on another level somehow. Henry wants to... Let's take this. I don't need to crit, let me just deal more damage. Yeah, that Yepper is special. Enya is a clip magnet. And whenever she says, I'm not clip worthy, there's nothing for me to... Nothing you should clip from me, I'm not funny. The woman is lying as natural as she breathes. The woman is lying as naturally as she breathes. Even though she doesn't even really breathe all that naturally. Does Enma? Enma? Does Enya have asthma? From all the list of things that Enya has, I don't know if she has asthma. Body pillow. I say it and I don't click on body pillow. Need to max out the water. Nobody can get close to the supreme idol. I might end stream after this run. I probably will because my brother is downstairs and I will just go down to yap a bit with him. Haven't seen him in a few months. I take bucket and X, I guess. This is probably a shorter stream. I will probably not stream tomorrow. Because normally I stream on Saturdays on Enya's head, but I didn't do this time because I misscheduled. But I'll probably just take the time to watch the streams, chat with you in Discord, and just gonna have a nice time. I'm gonna see if I'm gonna do something though. Gonna have to figure some stuff out. You'll only see me say this once. Enya is unique. She holds attention spans better than most streamers. That's why I'm the fan. The one and only fan. Enya is like a car crash. You can't look away from her. If you look away, you miss something. Something drastic, something important, something lore heavy. She really is like a really, really crazy car crash. Look at all of them getting sucked up. I like the ASCII sucking up power. I don't idle. Let me delete. Bucket. Take the buckets. Take. We still need an X. And he's the only streamer who I've ever felt was a real Oshi. Kinda same. Like, I called Nino my Inanis my Oshi, but in a way, I really enjoyed her streams, her VODs and whatnot, and I even bought Takodachi merch, like, which was my first ever VTuber merchandise, but I have never felt the same connection to Ina as I did to Enya. Partially, I think, because Enya is a smaller creator, and somebody from HoloLive is way too big to interact so much with their fans. So that's also a partial reason why I enjoy smaller streamers more, because with smaller streamers it feels more like a community. While with big massive streamers, I guess there still can be some sort of community sense, but to me it is almost too much. Like, it's like living in the village where you know everybody compared to living in a city where you don't know everybody, even if you have like a shared trait or something. Cook. We cooking. I want to take this instead of this. Great. Upgrade this. We're cooking over here. We're cooking with fire. Psycho X. That's what I needed. Psycho X. Stage 1 really is no problem anymore. I feel like I should try to do runs where I get through every other stage to unlock the other items as well. And then we can return to clearing out every stage. Because as it is right now, it kind of really is just me. It's just a Satsudan. It's just a yapping stream. I just use HoloCure as like a background to keep some sort of attention. Because if I just yap, less people would, 100% less people would watch. Oh my god, I did! I accidentally managed to get a super collab. Dragonfire Gorilla's Paw. Holy fire. Spits flames, which contain the strength of 50 kilogram. All attack damage is also multiplied by 1.3 times. My break will be over. I just had over in just about a week. I really miss you guys. Your break. All right. All right, right. You've been focusing on school and whatnot, right? Look at those flames going crazy. That's insane. I love this. Holy Fire is so cool. It's such a cool collab. The Coco Kanata collab. Such a cool thing. Enya is the first person I could ever really call an Oshi. And also the Gaslighters are the first ever place that I really want to say I'm a part of the community. Because in other places, I never really felt like a part of it. I just felt like I was part of something, but not really like a part of this thing. And that's something unique. I genuinely like all the Gaslighters. I would take any of y'all out for food. No, just mental health. It's been rough. Aww. Feel embraced. Feel hugged. I know it doesn't mean anything, but if the Gaslighters can help in any way, we always love to. The Gaslighters are a warm bunch. And that's not only because we're fireballs, it's because we are cool. And we're cool even though we're fireballs. I know, that's very, very opposites. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Deep sigh and mysterious message that nobody really understands. I will not elaborate further. Maybe one day. We're so close to getting 4 collabs full. I wonder if there's a way to get 5 collabs somehow. I don't think so. There's our X. Give me a random item. Completely random. Full meal. I don't want that. There's our anvil for the last collab of the day. Two minutes into the end. I'm not sure if my brother brought anyone with him, which is super weird, because if I'm talking English all the time in a German household, I feel like whoever is there, if there's a guest there, I'm not entirely sure, will look at me weirdly. Let's take the X-Potato. And if you ever come to the US, I'll take you out for tacos. Damn, you will watch me eat your brethren? That's wild. I wonder if I will ever come to the US. At best it would be at some sort of anime convention. Or maybe for a marathon or something like that. Even though I don't really plan to do marathons. Should be able to win this. I mean, yeah, obviously I should be able to win this. Enya's drunk and in chat. Let me tab out. Deep Richer for 42 hours. Viu, Mary Polyclis, Egno. Enya, she's real. Oh my god, Enya jump scare. She's alive. Didn't they with V-Bridger open? Welcome back from Jack Snow's The Water 9 days ago. All good, you're alive. Agnor. Let me suck you all in. Potato. Oh, it's so satisfying seeing them all get sucked in. Everybody here is just getting sucked off away. Okay, we're finishing this, and then we're finishing stream. Gotta visit family for once, I guess. Oh, we just take more X Potato, because X Potato is our boy. Damn, you're surviving! 16 seconds. Konaski. There's our W. Another one for the lists. Let me just buy one last thing of upgrades. We're going for more speed and more defense this time. And then we do one last gacha, which should be also Gen 0, because we still need to clear with Robocop. Okay. But for now, I will say this is the end of today's stream. I will see if I'm going to do something else in this year, or if we're going to see each other next year after break or whatnot. But for now, I appreciate you, all of you being here. I really appreciate you, and I hope we can see each other more in chat. I hope my Discord doesn't kill me again, and I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, maybe, if we don't see each other on the New Year. So, without further ado, this has been Enya's Head, and I hope all of you stay happy, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay cultured. Have a good evening, good day, good time zone. I'm gonna say Merry Christmas to you on Christmas Day as well. Fuck you.